Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause for the star of the video you just saw, Mr. Rontel Batie.
Good evening, and thank you for such a warm welcome. It is truly an honor and a privilege to stand before you this evening to talk about the impact that the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation's leadership programs have had on my life. When I was a young teenager, dreaming of all the things that I could accomplish, being an educated professional never made it on the list. So when people ask me about the CBCF, I always say that it is a very special organization. It's special because without it, I would have never had the opportunity to intern in D.C., let alone become a staffer to a member of Congress. As many of you know, one of the best ways to build a career in politics is to complete an internship on Capitol Hill. However, congressional internships in Washington, D.C. are often seen as opportunities that are reserved for the nation's affluent because they are unpaid. This sentiment is especially prevalent in communities of color, where resources to seek these opportunities are disproportionately lower than in other areas. When I was a freshman political science student at Florida A&M University, I had a strong desire to intern on Capitol Hill, but I knew my family couldn't afford to send me to D.C. and subsidize my housing and meals. However, I knew that if I can get to Capitol Hill through the CBCF, I'd have the support and resources that I would need to succeed. So I applied, but I didn't get in. I applied the next year. I still didn't get in. And just when I began to think that maybe a young man from a small town was not worthy of a Capitol Hill internship, I mustered up the courage to apply a third time. Then I was accepted into the 2010 CBCF Congressional Internship Program. And I am honored to say that since that day, my life hasn't been the same. It was an experience that I thought I'd never have, because we all know that statistics say that young black men who grow up poor, who grow up without fathers, and who grow up in rough neighborhoods like myself won't amount to much in this country. I am living proof that this is simply not true. Because the CBCF is committed to ensuring that no matter who you are or where you come from, and no matter what your circumstances are, if you have the ability and willingness to become a servant leader, you will not be deprived of that opportunity simply because you or your family cannot afford it. That is why I'm asking each of you to make an individual or corporate contribution to the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation so that this opportunity can be provided to many more people who are just like me. My name is Rontel Batie. I was a CBCF intern, and on behalf of every intern and fellow to ever matriculate through these programs, and on behalf of every intern and fellow to ever come, I'd like to thank you in advance for your support. Have a great evening.